Many English learners have the same frustrating experience. You study English for months or even years. You learn grammar. You memorize vocabulary. You watch English videos and understand most of them. But when it is time to speak, something strange happens. Your mind suddenly becomes blank. You know the words. You learned them before. But at that moment, you cannot remember them. Your brain freezes. Your sentence stops in the middle. You feel nervous and embarrassed. After the conversation ends, the words suddenly come back to your mind. You think, oh, I knew that word. Why didn't I say it? If this happens to you, don't worry. You are not alone. This is one of the most common problems English learners face. And the good news is, there are clear reasons why this happens, and there are simple ways to fix it. Today, we will understand why you forget English when speaking and how you can train your brain to remember words naturally. First, let's talk about the biggest reason. The first reason is translation in your head. Many learners try to translate every sentence from their native language into English before speaking. Your brain first creates the sentence in your native language, then it searches for English words, then it tries to build the grammar. This process is slow and stressful. Your brain becomes overloaded because it is doing too many tasks at the same time. While you are translating, the conversation continues, and you feel pressure to respond quickly. That pressure makes your brain panic. When the brain panics, it blocks your memory. The words you know become difficult to access. That is why your mind suddenly goes blank. To fix this problem, you must train yourself to think in simple English instead of translating. Start with very small thoughts. For example, instead of thinking in your language, say simple sentences in your mind like, I am walking to the store. I am drinking coffee. This weather is very hot. These small thoughts train your brain to create English sentences directly. Over time, your brain will stop depending on translation. Now let's look at the second reason. The second reason is passive learning. Many learners only watch videos, read books, or listen to podcasts. These activities are good for understanding English, but they are passive. Speaking is an active skill. If you only consume English but never produce it, your brain becomes good at recognizing English but not using it. It's like watching many football matches but never playing football yourself. You understand the game, but your body doesn't know how to play. To fix this, you must speak English every day, even if you are alone. Yes, you heard that right. You don't need a partner to practice speaking. You can talk to yourself. Describe what you are doing during the day. For example, I am making breakfast. I need to send an email. I will study English for 1 hour tonight. This simple exercise trains your speaking muscles and your brain at the same time. The more you speak, the easier it becomes to remember words. Now let's talk about the third reason. The third reason is fear of making mistakes. Many learners want to speak perfect English. They want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, and perfect vocabulary. But this desire for perfection creates fear. Before speaking, your brain starts checking everything. Is this grammar correct? Is this the right word? What if I say something wrong? Because of this fear, your brain becomes slow. It overthinks every sentence. When you overthink, you forget simple words you already know. The solution is simple: accept mistakes as part of learning. Children make thousands of mistakes when learning their first language. But they keep speaking without fear. That is why they become fluent. You must do the same. Focus on communication, not perfection. Even if your grammar is not perfect, if people understand you, the communication is successful. And every conversation improves your English. Now let's talk about the fourth reason. The fourth reason is lack of automatic memory. When native speakers talk, they don't think about grammar rules. They don't search for words slowly. Their brain has stored common phrases and sentence patterns automatically. For example, phrases like, "How are you doing? What do you think? Let me check. I'm not sure." These phrases come out instantly because they are stored as complete units. But many learners only study individual words. They memorize vocabulary lists like happy, important, decide, information. But they don't practice how these words are used in real sentences. Because of this, when speaking, the brain must build sentences from zero every time. That takes too much time. The solution is to learn phrases instead of single words. For example, instead of memorizing the word decide, learn phrases like, "I decided to start learning English." You should decide what you want. It's difficult to decide. When you learn phrases, your brain stores ready-made sentence patterns. This makes speaking faster and more natural. Now let's look at one more important reason. The fifth reason is lack of speaking pressure during practice. When you study alone, there is no pressure to respond quickly. You can take your time. You can pause the video. You can think for a long time. But in real conversations, everything happens fast. Your brain must understand a question, think of an answer, and speak immediately. If you never practice this speed, your brain feels shocked in real conversations. That's when you suddenly forget words. To fix this, you should practice fast response speaking exercises. Here is a simple method. Set a timer for 1 minute. Choose a topic like food, travel, movies, or your daily routine. Then speak continuously for 1 minute without stopping. Do not worry about mistakes. The goal is to keep speaking. If you don't know a word, explain it in another way. For example, if you forget the word microwave, you can say, "The machine that heats food quickly." This trains your brain to stay calm and keep communicating even when vocabulary is missing. Over time, your brain becomes faster and more confident. Now let's quickly review the solutions. If you forget English when speaking, remember these 5 strategies. First, stop translating in your head. Train yourself to think in simple English. Second, practice speaking every day, even if you speak alone. Third, stop fearing mistakes. Communication is more important than perfection. Fourth, learn phrases and sentence patterns instead of only memorizing single words. And fifth, practice fast speaking exercises to train your brain to respond quickly. If you follow these steps consistently, something amazing will happen. One day, you will notice that English words start coming to your mind automatically. You will speak more naturally. Your brain will stay calm during conversations. And slowly, English will feel less like a foreign language and more like a natural way to express your thoughts. Remember, fluency is not about knowing thousands of words. Fluency is about training your brain to use the English you already know. Keep practicing a little every day, and your speaking will improve much faster than you think. And one day, you will realize something surprising. The words you used to forget will start coming to you effortlessly.